So we just got back from Fargo. They had the SRD Shootout going on. We've tried to get there the last two, and the last two of them were canceled due to weather. So we finally had a decent forecast. It was super hot and the sun was bright, but we made it up there. Went up Friday night, spent the night, and then Saturday morning the race started about noon. So neither of us have actually ever raced there before. Brian's been to the track, spectate. I'd never even been to the track, which is kind of crazy because it's only a few hours away, but can't say enough good stuff about this event. They did an amazing job. The track owners really know what they're doing. It ran really smooth. They have a ton of classes. They've got, I mean, there's a class for everyone up there. There's like 3 bike classes. I want to say there's like six classes for cars. They didn't have a huge turnout. I think the race probably could have got promoted a little bit better. There were some people, we were talking to over the weekend, asking where we're at, and they didn't even know there was a race going on up there. But I think if they promote this race, it could be a huge event. The track is excellent. The facilities are super nice. The guys there, all the track staff is awesome. Everybody really knows what's going on. So I think this could be a huge race if they can get this put together with a little bit more promotion. I mean, there's no reason not to go. It's like, this is the easiest drive ever. You jump on 94 and go north. It's a little bit long, kind of boring, long straight drive, but it's not bad. I think it took us like 3.5 hours. So we headed up there. The stick shift turnout was a little light. It was the smallest class we ever raced in. There's only 2 cars. But they guaranteed the payout, and that was one of the reasons we went, knowing that even though it was a newer race and it was a smaller deal, with a guaranteed payout, why not? If we make 1 pass or we make 6 passes, what's the difference? So we headed up there. A couple other guys from down here. Terry Sorensen came up with his Mustang Bluisha, and Cameron came up with his RX-7. So Terry ran small tire, Cameron ran DOT class. Cameron had a pretty good day. So here's just some quick highlights. There wasn't a ton of action. It was just kind of a quick afternoon race. But here's what we got. So we never raced here before, but Mr. Tech Inspector looks like he takes his job real serious. So figured it might be in our best interest to just put the parachute in the pickup truck. Something about a mild steel 6-point cage. An open face helmet just doesn't blend right with the parachute with the tech guys for some reason.
Action going on earlier.
Okay, so you're sitting here like, what's wrong with Brian's car? Why does it sound so ridiculous, almost like a factory rev limiter? Well, the track was really good, and we wanted to get after a little bit for a test hit. It's not very often we get to make a test hit. Usually we go right into it, we make the race. So we thought we'd turn up the 2-step a little bit on the starting line, and I did it from the dash in his car. I usually use my laptop, and I made a quick adjustment. I thought I had it set. Well, turns out I only set the high side of the rev limiter, not the low side. So in Holly, when you set the rev limiter, you get the high and the low, and this is what the spread looked like on that pass. We were at 4450 and 4500 all day, which is pretty typical for the lever on that car. And I jumped in the dash and flipped her up to 5900 and kind of forgot about the low RPM limiter. So hence the awful sounds you hear right now, completely my fault. So that's it for this one. As you can see, Cameron gave Dan an absolute run for his money. I thought he had him. Came by him. I think margin of victory is probably less than a foot on that race, but either way, he did an awesome job up there. So I think we're good. I think we're done racing here for a few weeks until we go to LS Fest, which is September 6th, 7th, and 8th. As you can see in the background over here, the L33 is put together. It's ready to go back in the car. I'm just waiting. I got to get the oil pan over to Brian to have a fitting welded on it for the return. Then we can stuff it back in the car. And I'm hoping maybe next weekend I can put up a video of it running. So stay tuned for that. I think we've got 3-4 weeks total here. We got a couple more parts we're waiting on, but I think we're going to make it out there.